All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Over to the live scene real quick. And should hopefully pop up here in a second. So I believe where we last laid our squared off. There we go. Don't know why that was doing that. Anyway, so I think where we last laid off, I left off was I was just getting started with that one city where they had the craft artisans coming in, and then we had to like make their working conditions better and all that stuff. So let's take a look-see if we can at least get through that section. So I only have about an hour and a half with you guys tonight, but we will take it as we see it here. God, the frames look so even the frames look better. All right. So let's go over here. Oh yeah, I got to change this up real quick too. There we go. I don't need you guys spying on my conversations. Hey, we got ourselves a card battle. You guys know I said I love that. They were talking about Kingdom Hearts. You guys know I love card games, so we're gonna challenge this little goblin with the good stuff. Sudden death, same, and plus. What is same again? The card is played if two or more of the same sides are tussling each other and the ranks of the sides are identical. Oh, yeah, it's that kind of thing. I forgot. Let's do this. I should win. Yeah, okay. Easy money. I'll have to come back for his card another time. Anyway, let's do the main storyline. That's why I'm here. All right.
Ready Rock thanks you for your assistance, Helpan Blackrock. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer.
I don't think that was his voice, but that's going to be the voice that I make him for tonight. Dude, I like the emergency gate door system they got set up there. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the post-warned to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh, this D-bag.
Welcome to Earthenshire as promised. We support your plans to Salt Crossing and the new post-swarms they will bring. Hail the mighty Sir Aljow! He cleared many piles of the rockfall as if it were pebblestones. The resilient son of the Dawn Servant.
Zeral was just clearing rolling rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, 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 we meet again. Oh, we have all the guys here now. Okay. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here, lying low while the rest of us did all the work.
Claimants, your attention, please. As Red Rock has explained, many of the post-warns left following the storm. The precious metal crafted by those artisans brings in much jiggly shine from across the salt. Should our streams to trade good dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Till y'all's merchants will suffer. So, Red Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever-hand goldsmith to bring us back here.
So we'll recruit the new postborn. Makes sense for the feat of pots.
Calling this a feat doesn't justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are to refuse Roderick's requests. You're free to refuse Roderick's requests. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zeraljar's disqualification.
Up in arms. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important.
Then Roderick declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do.
I knew that was coming. A fine suggestion, brother.
I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans.
Yeah, I'll just let them do their thing. A nasty brute is up to something. The nasty brute is up to something. Aye. He may seek to delay us again, but he was dead on the river. But we can remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamot? Have you any candidates to mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans amongst the supporters, but they're all at the twilight years. Why don't we ask the dude? I could ask some of them up for the comforts of Tuliolal to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. She couldn't ask them, sorry. Meanwhile, Koana probably has 100 young crafting people to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand? That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wuchumuchurchulukmikimiki. That seems like a logical place to start. Back at Tuliolal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burdens, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I got really, really sick on the boats. Yeah, we kind of got that. Wuklamat, this is our new news. But it is brave of you to admit, in any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver would be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? The water ice. I'm positive. Mostly. I didn't know they could make the characters have that new eye set. I like that. Ugh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver, Ihokatuma is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I am ready. Let's see if Master Ropery can help us recruit the post one. Do, 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 do. You know what? The music actually kind of reminds me of Rebirth. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. This feels like Rebirth music from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachumakikimiki? You've not shipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. I forget I usually do them a little high pitch. So, what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing it is a third promise making a request, I am willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the other. Only, I can't think of any suitable candidates off the top of my head. Who do I know as the mastery of goldsmithing that could also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? We could get the Ellison man. You mean Fonjetin? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the Salt. Every time they say Salt, I think it's me. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving up a little further the river. That said, he only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign the pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well his potsworn are treated, he may jump on the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Chivaltier. I butchered that. Then maybe we should go talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle it. Take rest in the cabins if you like. Right. Let's go and see the man about a pot. I almost have her mannerisms back. Going like 3 days voicing other games has been rough. Cleared him. Oh, Saltress, you're here too. The third promise said that she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so why don't we find a quiet spot outside? I don't remember what I was doing for his voice, so I'm just going to kind of read it normal. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new college mention the term. Then that's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to the Earthenshire. So, that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work for Wuchmekimeki, I'm now demanding you to throw away to sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say that I'm now the official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can from my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was the East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wished to suffer such a loss again. And as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is a fellow peace-loving Tuliolalan that I want you to win the throne. If he can help you achieve that by signing a pact, then I shall gladly do so. Yo, let's go!
Fontaine! Thank you.
I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. See ya. That was easy. Perhaps you remember me. Buruk Evo, the owner of Shibilibalit Tai. A word, if you don't mind. You're a Wuklamat's ally from across the salt, right? A hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, it just so happens I could use your heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by my place when you have a spare moment? Bruh. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Bruh. Lion Man. You now gain access to roll quests, speak to Brooke Eva at Chevalier TA, and pursue the new adventures at a rite of succession. Okay, I need to do those in order to maintain my mentorship. I'll deal with that later. I need to get this stuff going. Oh, I still forgot what my Rampart Plus is. Increase HP recovery by healing actions to self by 15%. Sweet. That'll be helpful because if I stack that and my Heart of Corundum, then I can get a pretty massive heal after that. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but
Fontaine has agreed to sign the pact, yes? But it is a shame to lose such a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachuka Maki.
I appreciate your understanding.
Of course, if you have to know the other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself, if you're so inclined.
I feel like that's foreshadowing.
I'll keep that in mind.
Though my time here is brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have worked these workshops to be my first home in Tuliolal.
Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job here in Wachu Meki.
I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Yeah, that would suck if you just got your apartment and you're like, hey, yo, peace out, dog. What became of Fontaine Jane? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become the pot sworn. We'll leave as soon as he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Wee. Okay, yeah, we got deliveries now. At the boots with the fur. Right then. I have some things to take care of at the palace. Well, you can pass the time however you like. I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we'll have a big journey ahead of us. All right. Looks like we gotta go to our apartment. That's why there's always so many people over here. Welcome back, madame. You've had the Landsguard messenger most anxious awaiting your return. Saltress, the third promise entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you at the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wook Lamont. Interesting. I wonder if he wants to challenge me. All right. Guess we gotta make our way up the mountain over here. Yo! Well, I guess that's the, gear. Right, so I'm assuming what he wants to do is he probably wants to fight us. Everybody always wants to fight us. Alright. What do you want from me? The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While it is not informed of the reason of your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. See, I told you. I told you it's going to be a battle. I guessed it. But welcome back from the, yeah, I've already got full raid gear, so you know I'm already past that level. Welcome back from the break, guys. If you stuck around, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel through the ads. What's up, Pops? I don't know if he can really hear you from all the way back there.
Forgive me these sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
I knew this was coming. You ready to get messed up, bruh? Yeah, we knew this was coming. You thought Estinian had something, huh? That smirk.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wielder, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided.
Don't worry. I can decide for you.
Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Bruh. Why don't we find out? I'm not interested in fighting you. I'm gonna demolish you. Nah, you know that they were gonna go with this. Why don't we find out? That cheeky look.
A spirited answer. Why not indeed?
I like that. Oh, I like this a lot.
Battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Go. Ready your arms.
Is that a chocobo?
The truth of the tales.
Thank you for the 5 biddies, man. We're getting ready for a fun fight. Let's go. Chocobo, he's alive. It's time for a journey of our lives. It's going pretty good, man. I'm on a pretty big, challenge here. I'm going to try to stream all of July. Let's make sure the volume is just right. Is the volume good? Either way. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Let's go! Okay, good.
Give it your all. I want a fight to remember. Let's test the waters.
Bro, I like this.
They didn't even blink.
I saw a lot of new mechanics, too.
Have you ever fought a viper?
No?
Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Okay. Learning new mechanics.
This woman did not lie. Very well.
Oh, you think that'll do it to me, huh?
Resolve the missing kingdom.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
All right.
He's still asleep during the fight.
Did you think you had my measure?
Don't worry, bro. Fight's still getting started. Oh, it's a triple A. Yeah, I love the music. So I'm not gonna lie when I tell you I think this is my favorite Final Fantasy. I just love this game, dude. It's the story is great. The gameplay for me, I really like. There are some things that I would change in the future, but like, I'm not too worried about it.
Stay alert.
Bend over line. Dude, I love this. So hopefully if this doesn't spoil anything for you, but it is free to play up to the 3rd expansion, just saying. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, I screwed that one up. Nice. Did you end up going NVIDIA or AMD? I've only shown you 0.4% of my power. If you want, I can post... Actually, I can post my invite link on Discord, and then that way anybody who pops in can use it. You've got it installing now? Awesome. Oh, and, oh shit. Oh shit. I gotta button mash the shit out of this one. Let's go. Come here, sucker.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Oh, wow. That sounds painful, Chocobo. How do you even manage that? I'm gonna put my invite link in chat here in a
I brought my
second.
full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
You only died 4 times, and you beat Sin and Jekt and all
I
that.
had a reason asleep. I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Look at my sword. My sword is amazing.
Stinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
I took down a dragon. And I have plot armor. Dude, that's insane. I can't imagine that. I can do like Final Fantasy VIII because the enemies scale with you, but I don't know how you do it for 10.
Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here.
I like how this dude just got done with the battle and he's just like not huffing and puffing.
If you were fit to attend my beloved daughter,
How do you even get 15 hits on Lulu's Overdrive? I don't remember. I've only been able to get like
respects,
7 or 6 or 7 or
she's
something.
much like me, hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your adamant defense could shield Lamati from those who would do her harm.
Lamati. After this cutscene, I'll
Will
post
you
my
hear
link.
my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamati? Whether it be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
I actually really like this guy. I don't think that she's not necessarily right to rule. There's a lot of people, like, you fall into your position, right? Like, I feel like you push yourself into that position, and there's no way to know if you can handle that situation if you don't have the potential to move somewhere.
Response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamati thinks she understands her many peoples.
She is
Their
a little bit,
histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital.
boastful, maybe? I can't think of the proper
And it's not only
adjective.
her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all 4 claimants are lacking.
Definitely. 100% agree.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
I kind of felt like that was what was happening and why,
And
like,
if no one has impressed
she's had a
me
lot
by
of
the
growth
end
along the journey.
then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands.
And many times.
Know many peoples and cultures. Love them and being loved in turn. Guide Lamati as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it.
Hello.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you.
Who told you that?
You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
The way she says that.
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries.
Or have them inflicted to you is more the
You
good.
and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
I like the graphic update because it helps show the emotion a little bit better, in my opinion.
Watch over her, champion.
Who's in the shadows?
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Yep. This is an interesting battle for the throne. Okay, hold on. Let me, before we over here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Final Fantasy 14 online. It may not even be a referral right now. Sometimes they don't have referral campaigns. See. Right, let's go here. Register account. Registration codes. There may not be. Oh, here we go. Issue recruitment code. There we go. So you can do this. So here's a recruitment code. So whenever you guys register for the accounts, you can put in this recruitment code. And it'll give us both rewards. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in the, let's see, video games section. be the best case. I've been subscribed for 1,410 days. That's insane. All right. All right. So we'll grab this as well. Go back here and post that in Discord as well. All right, back to what we were doing. Right, if he had his way, Papa would be dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoral Jal, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else from you? Just a sparring partner. Well, if that's all it was... Yeah, I mean, we could tell her that it was a small favor, but then she's gonna pry and think about what it was, and he asked us not to think about it, so in this case, I think it was the right decision, so... Wuklamatz thinks it's time to gather her allies, so the road ahead. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. Yeah, I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at Forward Cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Wonder coming to this server? Dude, I can't believe some people have already finished this. I don't think I've had like a really long stream of this, but I have played at least like 10 hours. Minimum. Alright, I got about 15-20 minutes left, so hopefully we can get some more story done by then. Can you imagine carrying all that stuff up? My legs! I didn't know I grit my teeth whenever I ran. Huh. Learned something new. Ahoy, comrades. And Fonchejon. Sorry to keep everybody waiting. Is that you? Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took a rather lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fongentin. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go. It's Aranzo. Oh no, it's what's his face? Wook Evu. What are you doing here? Ah, I've spent my days correcting manners. And here I am perpetuating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Scowly face. Please, take up your axe and rend my flesh into taco meat. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you the kind of thing doesn't bother me. All right then. I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage, getting ready to leave. So, you seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot how gallant his voice was. That's right. It is the final step of my right of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down to Ral for thousands of years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more assuming and owes its name to the fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of this golden city do not return. Well, your papa did. The lesson is to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend of the court death, I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe return and your safe journey. Thank you, Wook Evu. What are we going to make about these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated from the Yok Hui. Speaking of them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead I shall follow in time, but first I'd like to see Fongentin safely into the Moblin's care. A journey onward we go. Meanwhile, in Kazamauka... Oh, they found a bunny.
Willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the resilient sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories. Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Huh.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them.
Yeah.
If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
I was gonna say it's an interesting. Let me center myself a little better. It's an interesting like thought process.
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakujaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head.
One head's all you need, baby.
The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth.
Yeah, dude. This guy's the a-hole of the story here.
Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon. Face me in battle and learn your place.
How's it going, Rain?
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
I mean, the odds are kind of against him, but
Too scared to make the first move.
my weekend wasn't too bad. I mostly just streamed, so wrecked.
But he
I stayed inside for my fourth. I didn't do anything. I watched a couple people down the street burn the field. Some kids blew some fingers off. You know, that kind of normal story.
Thanks for your restraint.
It was like 100, about, it's like 95, 96 or something. But yeah, otherwise, it was just been a whole hot weekend. Thankfully, I've been inside.
But in this is far from over.
I stayed inside for a good chunk of today. I did a lot of work early in the morning, real early in the morning, so that I could not have to stress so much later on in the day. We're back, and we've brought with us a willing postthorn. This is Von Gentain, a talented goldsmith who had once worked with Esteem's Asterix in Ulda.
Wonderful! Impressive! You are the first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Help hand, we'll show you to the work part.
Then, this is it, then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Von Gentain. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. That's it is. Went up to the neighbor's house and beat the shit out of their kid in Mortal Kombat. That's all I did. Hey man, sometimes you gotta teach the kids the olden ways of true Mortal Kombat.
And you've reached the requirements for the feat of pots. Roderick presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing.
Shaboink. Tink. Another one. And that makes 3.
More post-1 candidates! Come! Tell Rhetoric what your tales!
Dude, Mortal Kombat was already 3D by the time he was born, which is what's crazier to think of. Another feat accomplished. Another keystone acquired.
Oh, you are all doing well. I expect nothing less from Zoral's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness is particular and most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Sharlayan knowledge you so cherish and arm Toral with the weapons of the Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course.
The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice of testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology, just as the Gallian Empire was deterred from invading Sharlayan.
That may be true, but how long will it take Tuliolal to progress this advanced state? How many years?
I was gonna say, Mortal Kombat 10 came out right then, right?
With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very...
What's up?
Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Sharlayan whole.
Conquer the other day. Oh no! Big yawn, I'm losing energy. Conquer the other nations through force of arms, and you're looking to future uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire.
Then we keep fighting until the mountain costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss.
Bro, I don't think your war method is gonna work this way. How could you become how could such an outcome bring joy to anyone? What you propose is a mockery of peace.
Redrock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliolal, where there were no pockbacks for the Potsworn, it was normal for grab-snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Guru Jajal arrived, the families of grab-snatched pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not warm-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gulal Jaja just wanted to talk.
We're at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance quality materials used, the mastery of techniques employed. Yet, it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirits is devoid of luster. Compare that to the works of the joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you seen this to be true?
And so began the custom of good living. Happy Potsworns make good work, and good works makes mobbies happy. Gubal Ajaja's words were wise. Joy Smiles did not bring fine crafts and much jiggly shine.
So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot packs.
Yes, reason and clever think changes Mobby's ways of life.
The lizard guy?
The first are tired of your dull talk of olden days, who would have rather looked to the future and the next feat.
Oh, God. Dunsies. I saw we brought a lot of people, and then I guess my voice has scared people away. We should be going as well. Bulkajaja Bulkajaja never did come back, did he?
Do you have a moment, third promise? Ragnarok would repay you for hand helping with Kahi. He brings a tale of the Golden City.
Oh, look at that. Full circle. Really? I'd love to hear it.
The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between. They lived in golden happiness. A city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds.
Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living golden happiness. Now that's the city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Radrock, where did you hear of this particular tale?
From our longtime Yok Hui friends. They live up in the mountains, in the Ukarpacha.
The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me so much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad leaving Urstenshire when your Joy Smiles behind. Yeah, they're definitely feeding her the lore. Right. We should continue and go see the giants next. Agreed. Gold and mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urkopacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road that leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Alright. It looks like we are on our way to the mountains. But that will be all that I have time for tonight. Like I said, during the week, whenever I got to work in the morning, I only got time for like these hour-and-a-half streams. But I am going to do a stream every day of July. So, another big yawn. And since we're nighttime, I'll go ahead and keep the channel here. So, thank y'all who have tuned in tonight. I appreciate y'all. We are on day 7 of 30 of all of our stream. Bagel Guy, you're coming in at the last moment. Welcome to see you here, sir. I only have about an hour and a half tonight since I wasn't able to. I was streaming all day yesterday. I didn't do any of the chores that I needed to do today, which means I have to do the meow. Oh, you've been lurking here? I hope you like the lurker emote. So I'm probably going to have to find some time just to go on stream and make a new emote with you guys, because that's going to be the only way I'll be able to make the pickled fart emote. But as you guys see, we got a new goal. We hit 10 to 20. So let's go over here to the stream ending real quick. So, some things to add. I want to do a community night with you, as not only because we have hit a goal and we didn't do our last community night, but also the fact that you guys have been so awesome, and I would love to play some games with y'all and see what you all been up to. So I'm going to see about doing a poll. I'm going to come up with a couple games that we can do this with. I have a few that I have with some other friends that I want to play. Like, Back for Blood and Grounded, which I would like to play. There is a sale on Steam right now for Grounded, which is kind of like a little bit of a survival game like The Forest, but with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So if you guys want to play that, I have it in my library, and I'm going to be hopefully playing that with one of my buddies. And we can, get on that guy. So Friday, we're going to hopefully do our FPS Friday jazz, as we always do. And then Saturday, depending on how things go, I might have a spoopy night for you guys. I might be doing a spoopy, maybe it's not even considered spoopy. It might be just considered grotesque. It's a biopunk game. Yeah, Rain, so during the week, whenever I work in the morning, I can't stay up super late. I have to go to sleep early. So, because I also have to drive an hour to work. So usually my days are, I'm usually only able to be awake for like 15, 16 hours. And then I try to get to sleep around so I can get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep. But, yeah. That's if my body lets me, at least. Let's see. I have a couple people here that I'm following. I can't keep rating as VD. Let's go and drop you off at Drax. I know you guys like Drax. He's playing Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen. So I'll leave you guys in his capable hands. Now, until then, guys, thank you so much for joining on the stream. Rain, Bagel, Chocobo, it was really good to see you again. Smorovsky, good to see you, buddy. We'll have to play some Apex on Friday. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys on the next stream, which will be tomorrow. I hope you all have a great night, morning, afternoon, second breakfast, whatever you guys got going on. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.